Hi, I'm Joe Polyak, San Francisco Bay Area real estate agent with Rise Homes. Thank you for joining me, and let's jump right in. Okay, so hopefully you've already watched my videos on San Francisco and San Mateo market data. And what you'll see is that prices have decreased for the month of August 2022 rather significantly in the city of San Francisco year over year. San Mateo prices are still holding steady. Now, what's causing this price decrease and the slowing of the market? Whereas we saw days on market slow down rather significantly for both San Francisco and San Mateo County condos and single family homes alike. Everything is taking longer to sell, selling for less above asking. So what's causing this market slowdown? If you have some opinions, please don't forget to comment below on what might be causing this market slowdown. I would say there's three primary factors that I can think of right now. Number one, just general buyer sentiment. So this is going to be hearing on the news, hearing people talk about that the market is slowing down, I think creates a reinforcing cycle that causes people to feel that the market is slowing down, thus slowing down the market even further. And I feel like this is a sort of contagion effect, like a reverse bubble of sorts, if you will. I think that's number one, but that's definitely not the biggest factor. I think the second factor is obviously interest rates have increased rather substantially from where they were a year ago, 6 months ago. Interest rates for 30-year fixed mortgages in our area for jumbo loans, which a lot of loans are jumbo, we're hovering in that mid to high twos and maybe even low three mark for essentially the entire time after the pandemic began. So for maybe a year and a half or so, that's where interest rates were. Interest rates currently are hovering in that 5% and above mark for 30-year fixed mortgages for jumbo loans. So if you do the math, which I should do the math real quick before I talk. Currently, if you get a $1 million loan amount and you are getting 5.25% interest with a 30-year fixed mortgage, your monthly payments will be $5,522 per month. That doesn't include property taxes, insurance, HOA, or other costs associated with owning a home. Now, if you do that same math, but now the interest rate is 3.25% rather than the 5.25% I just did, 30-year fixed mortgage, $1 million loan amount, that monthly payment is $4,352 per month. That's a significant difference in monthly payments. So when people are looking at their purchase price, what they're really looking at is what is their monthly payment going to be? What can they comfortably afford in addition to their down payment and closing costs, of course. If you like this video so far, please let me know by hitting the subscribe button. I appreciate it. So because interest rates are up significantly, that has caused a lot of people to either have to drop their price ranges of what they can afford to buy or maybe get out of the market completely because the type of home that they wanted is no longer achievable with these higher rates and these higher monthly payments. The number three reason why I think home prices are continuing to decrease and the market has slowed down rather significantly in our area, at least, this is in the San Francisco Bay Area, I feel that a lot of people have their down payment tied to the stock market, and particularly with a lot of these high growth tech stocks. And if you have been watching the news, you would see that the NASDAQ had the worst beginning of the year, the worst 6 months of the year in history. The NASDAQ essentially crashed, and the NASDAQ is comprised of many of these tech stocks. And because a lot of people work for companies such as Google, Apple, Facebook, but also a lot of smaller companies that are maybe a little bit bigger than a startup but are still publicly traded companies, such as Snowflake, for example, a lot of people's down payment has dwindled, has at least been cut in half. And so now that your down payment is less and your monthly payments are up significantly, that causes a lot of people also to decide that it's time to back out of the market and wait, save up more money and wait to buy the home that they've been wanting to buy. Delay that process a little bit. Based on this, what are your thoughts? What do you think is causing the market to drop? Please don't forget to comment below. Also, what is your prediction for the future? Obviously, we see that prices have dropped significantly in San Francisco, but not so much in San Mateo. What are your predictions? What do you think is going to happen? Do you think prices will continue to go down? Do you think they're going to stabilize a little bit? Or do you think that people are going to catch some of these opportunities and start driving demand back up and causing prices to go up? Please don't forget to comment below. That's all for today. Thank you for sticking around, and I hope you learned something new today. If you did, follow or subscribe to wherever you're watching this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.